Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this Sunday weekly question and answer session. I hope you are doing fine, wherever you are. I welcome you for the next 1 hour. Today we were late because of unavoidable circumstances. Let me know how is your Sunday, wherever you are. The session is every Sunday in the afternoon, East African time, and we have questions from you as a viewer about love, life, and well-being, and then we can help you together with the viewers to give you some opinions and pieces of advice. How is your Sunday? I'm doing very fine. Thank you so much for watching my Meet and Mingle show yesterday together with DJ Sparks. I really appreciate that. I see all of you are just tuning in here. Patience, Blessed, Mercy, Prosi, Mary, Nyotandogo, Ikieni. Thank you so much. Mercy, Blessed Ma'am, Daughter. I see Rose, Grace, Delphine. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tag your friend, Crashy Crash. I see you too. Thank you. Galshiri Zulfa. Thank you so much. Evaluna Mweni, I see you. Hi there. Jacqueline, good afternoon to you too. Becky, I see you. Somebody call her Brad. Thank you for tuning in. Nangobi Janet, I'm very fine. What is your question today? Sol, I see you tuning in from Germany. Akelo, all of you are tuning in. I'm waiting for the first question and then we begin the session. Kindly help me to share the video and also tag your friend. Mika, I'm happy to hear that. Nantuni, thank you so much. I'm fine. And you? All right. How is your Sunday? Nancy Kerubo, hello there. Joyce Rua, hello. Have you shared? Have you tagged a friend? Thank you, Blessed, for tagging a friend. What's your first question today? Those that the questions were not answered yesterday, feel free to ask them today again. Aujachalewa, Azisha. Hello there, Pirihos. Joyce Rua, thank you for tuning in. Becky Charles, good afternoon. Thank you for sharing, Nancy. Stargirl Griffo, thank you for tuning in. Any question your friend asked you recently and you couldn't be able to give your advice, feel free to ask that question now on the comment section. If your question is very private, you can also send the question to my inbox. I will not disclose your name. Asanya, I'm very good. Nakate Susan, I'm good. Happy Sunday to you too. Rose Mohindo, you're welcome. Hello there, Mebo Jacqueline. How are you? Greetings from Uganda. Kilo Mary, thank you. Vamen, thank you for tuning in. What is your question today? I'm waiting for your question. The question which I received this week was about, I posted it on my wall, on my timeline. A stepfather, does he have a right for the children also to be named after him? So if you're a lady, you have a child, you meet a man, would you like your son or your daughter also to take the name of that man who is not the father, stepfather. Let me see a question here. So my question is, how can one overcome the fear of battling with please type your question again. Sol Saidi Khan. Type slowly. I couldn't understand the last part. How would you overcome a fear you're battling with? How can you overcome fear? Overcoming fear. Wow. Okay. I hope that's the question. Most people have fear. Fear is the worst emotion that protects people from doing so many things. You see, even before I began doing my live videos, I was so scared of social media. Yeah, I was so scared of my own family members. I was so scared of my reputation. But the fear controls you, and one of the ways that I have done to overcome the fear is to try. Try it, and if you don't make it, then maybe you are not meant to make it. So once you try something, like a few years ago, I was stuck in the lift, also called an elevator, for 7 minutes. And I like using that example. I was inside that lift, and for 7 minutes, the power went off. I couldn't, within 2 minutes, I started running out of oxygen. So I started punching the door. And luckily, somebody who was going down the stairs heard my noise and called the staff at the front desk to come and rescue me. But it took 7 minutes for me to come out. And I will never forget that experience. Every time. So since that day, anytime I was taking a lift, I always felt like I'm going to remain inside there. I'm going to die inside there. And I had that fear for 6 months. So I decided, I even stopped using the lifts for 6 months. I was climbing the steps every time I met a lift. And then I remember that thing that I was just saying, Saul, one of the ways of overcoming fear is to face it. Try it. So I tried again to go back to the lift. And I said, I'm not going to survive. What if I go to a very tall building? How am I going to get up there? So I decided to go back and start using the lifts. That's my style. But I wish also the viewers who are watching here, please respond to Saul. How can you overcome fear? And one of the other things is finding out the things that make you scared, make you very, very fearing. Those things, they are called triggers. And then when you identify them, you pick out the ones that you can work on, and the ones that which are very difficult for you to overcome. Then you give up and just accept the reality that you can't overcome that fear. I'm just saying. So I hope my answer helps you. Let me see here another question here. Stargal says, Mr. Benjamin and all my fans, I wish you a blessed Sunday. Thank you so much. We wish you the same. Gesar Estella, no, my son has a father. Even if you're not together, he carries his blood. It's important to help your child have an identity. So this is in relation to the question, if you get married to another man, can you include the name of that man on your child's name? That's a question which I posted a few days ago. Let me see another question. Thank you so much, Perry Hose, for responding. Exercises and working out. Thank you, thank you. I'm waiting for your next question. And remember that this show will always be on the YouTube channel. So you can watch a repeat on my YouTube channel, Benjamin Junior Bogonko, in case you're busy and you cannot follow this show right now. What's your next question? So you're welcome and all the best. I don't know what you're scared of. What is that fear? What do you fear right now, apart from animals and insects? What do you fear? Do you fear to start dating? Do you fear to get married? Do you fear to start a business? Do you fear to change your job? So everyone has certain fears, but it's good for you to overcome them to live a fulfilling life and a happy life. So I'm waiting again for the next question here. Let me see. Happy Sunday to you, Cholawini. Good afternoon, Linda. Hello there, Jose. Sophie KJ, see you. Kale Kadem Kahambu. Thank you for tuning in. Kerobo, I see you. Fiona, thank you so much. Oman, yes, but only it will depend on the relationship between my child and that man. And lastly, if he is rich. That's the only way you can include the man's name, a stepfather's name, on your child's name. Okay, all the best. Okay, Judex, I see your fear there. I feel to go back to my country and get married. Okay. Let's look at this question here by somebody called Muma. How can you deal with a stubborn wife asking for a friend? Stubborn wife. Maybe you can give some of the examples, Muma. What are those things that she is stubborn of? We are not going to imagine that she is stubborn. Maybe she doesn't give enough sex or she doesn't want to dress appropriately. Give an example, Muma, and then we can see if we can help you. Stubborn people, you have to tell them, but tell them politely and with love and with respect. Tell them how you feel so that they can realize that their stubbornness is making the relationship to be very hard for both of you. Tell them, but politely, but with love. Shida Jackie, I need a child artificially inseminated. Do you have any crew? No, I have no idea about that. Please go to the to the hospital and find out for more information. Safi, I see your fear is changing your career. Okay, I'm happy to see your comment. All the best. Somebody called Linda Lydia. I fear starting business and getting married. Okay, I hope you overcome those fears. What is your question? What is your question? Judith, thank you so much for watching from Nyangoso. Judex, how can I deal with a man who is always lied to me all the time? How can you deal with a liar? Okay, thank you for your question. One way of dealing with somebody who lies a lot is giving them an ultimatum, telling them that if you continue with these lies, I don't think we are heading anywhere, and I'm giving you 3 months to see if you are going to stop lying to me. But make sure you have the evidence. And then finally, if they don't stop lying, the only way to help is you to help yourself by leaving them in peace. You have to help yourself and walk away and leave a liar to lie to other people. So, Benjamin, I was following you for quite a long time. My last relationship was with a white lady, but she was bad, and I wasted my time. Since then, I fear to get into new one. Sorry about your situation, Soul. And yeah, just it. I'm assuming that was that lady, because not everyone is the same. What I can tell you as a brother is also to what did you learn from that relationship? Because not only the other partner can be bad, you can also contribute in your own weaknesses. I'm not saying that you're a bad person. But the lessons that you learn from the relationship that didn't work should help you to get a better one. Find out what were your weaknesses in that relationship and then see if you can change them, and hopefully you can get another person who is totally different than the one that you had. And it takes time to forget what this person was doing to you. It can take like 2 years before you overcome the pain and whatever you went through. So allow yourself to heal and be better, and then start again. Start again. Start again. Don't give up. Nakato Rachel, join the Meet and Mingle every Saturday and Sunday. This is not Meet and Mingle, it's a question and answer session. I hope to see you at 9 p.m. East African time. What is your question today? You say hello and you have a question, drop it on the comment section. Hello, Okelo. Sophia, good afternoon. Beatrice, I see you too. Rose Buari, Adikin, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for joining us this Sunday. Evelyn, happy Sunday to you too. Thank you. Jose, how can I deal with a man who is lying to me that he is not married, and then I know that the truth that he is married man? Please help me. Thank you for your question, Jose Florence. If the man is married and you don't want to be a second wife, you have to put your feelings aside and leave the married man with his family. Don't try to force your life into somebody who has a family. So the only way to be helped is by leaving the man alone and tell him, please focus to your family and focus to your wife. That's the only solution. There's no any other solution. But if you put your feelings and you're hoping to be married as a second wife, we can't stop you, Jose. Ask people who are married as second wives, how is it to be a second wife or a third wife? They will advise you what happens. Linda Lydia, which one common thing one should look at now that this guy is real? Serious guy. One thing that you should look at somebody who is serious, I think in my experience, is them fulfilling their words. So Lydia, if a man tells you I'm going to do this and they fulfill it, they don't postpone, they don't give you excuses, that's a very serious person. But if you realize this guy is giving you excuses, I'm going to do this, I'm going to change, I'm going to stop, I'm going to be better, and they keep repeating the same thing, then that's not a serious, that's a joker. And you too, you are a joker because you are entertaining jokes with that guy. Jeanette, how will you know that the man you get online is very serious? Very good question, because of my Meet and Mingle. Thank you for all of you are sharing the video. It's very hard to know somebody's serious, but it's also very easy. Easiest way to know that somebody is serious is, what do you talk about? What do you chat about? Every day or every after 2 days, what are you guys talking about? If the discussion is heading nowhere, then the person is not serious. People who don't want you to video call them at a specific time, also they're not serious. You should be able to see the person. I posted a video saying that if it takes more than 1 year, you haven't met each other face to face, you're just busy video calling and texting each other, one of you is being played. And that's the truth about online dating. If you have no means of meeting this person after 1 year, and then you're pushing it to 2 years, where will you get the 2 years from? If you're pushing this up to 2022, How are you going to rewind from 2022 to 2020 again, or 2021? Unless you are under the age of 27. No, not even 27. I think 25. If you're a 25-year-old person, you can gamble for 2 years, for 3 years. But most of you meet people online. You have no money to travel. You know you have a job, a contract of 2 years fixed that you cannot move away. So you are punishing yourself for 2 years only to find out that the person was just wasting your time. It's very important to consider your ability to meet a person. If one of you or both of you cannot meet each other, then expect it to be used and to be fooled as you're wasting your time. That's the only way to know that somebody is serious in online dating. I don't know if I'm helping or I'm discouraging, but I'm telling you the truth. Those people who have tried this online dating and it was going more than 1 year, 2 years, not seeing each other, you're just chatting, and people just use you. Somebody's just using you. You realize after 2 years that this guy or this lady was just using me. And that's when you wake up and stop the whole thing. But that's just the reality. Okay, Perry Horse, what do you do if a man does not want to have a child, yet you love each other? Do you divorce him and search for another man who wants to have a family? Someone asked me this before. Their relationship is 10 years. Wow, it's a very long time. Children are very important. If you are seriously wanting to be together with somebody, you have to talk about children. But for 10 years and the guy doesn't want to have children, unfortunately, that is the decision. The only thing I think I can, if I was in that situation, if the lady wants a child, you have to give up the marriage. Give up the marriage if you know that a child is going to make you complete. Tell your friend or tell that person to consider that. And you have to sacrifice. Sacrifice the guy and pray that you will meet a serious person who wants a family. That's what I would do if family life and children are going to make me live a fulfilling life. All the best to your friend. Next question here is by Princess K. Raj. Hi, Benjamin. How do you deal with being a partner who is too independent? Too independent. Okay. Thank you for your question. Too independent. I really don't understand what exactly do you mean. Can you give an example? You know, you can be independent financially. You have your own money. You can be so independent with your emotions. There are people who are very independent with their emotions. They don't care. How you feel, it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect them. So I don't know what exactly do you mean by independent. Give an example, Princess, and we can see how we can help you. Beatrice, we already answered that one. A serious person will always fulfill what they are saying, and they have a plan together with you for future. If there is no plan between you and him in the next 3 years, then he's not serious. And you too, as Beatrice, you're not a very serious lady. A serious person has a plan, and that plan, if you want to be together with him or her, you must be in that plan. If there is no plan in the next 3 years, one of you is not serious. The other person is not serious, but you're also not serious by being with somebody who has no plans to be with you. Fiona, how can you tell that the man you're dating is not married? Because some men hide their wives deep in villages. Fiona, there are many tricks. You have to call them, you have to meet them, you have to go to their family. You have to go to their family, his family. At least you should be there. But if you're not taken to his family, then he has a family. That's one technique. If he's not willing to welcome you to his own family members, then probably you're dealing with a married person. Hey, Benjamin, is it good to marry your best friend who knows your lifestyle since childhood, Grace Olukor? Yes, absolutely, yes. The reason why you like your friend, if I ask all the viewers, the reason why you like that girl or that man is because they know you very well. They know your weaknesses, they know your strengths, they don't criticize you, they motivate you, they encourage you, they wish you well. When you're getting good progress, they are happy about it. They don't gossip about you. They want the best for you. That's why we have best friends. All of us, we have one or two best friends. It could be a family member or even a stranger that you have met here on my page and my shows, or even your coworker or your former schoolmate. So in this case, this is absolutely good. If I was you, I would take that chance. And but you have to be sure that that person also wants to be together with you. Otherwise, you might be fooled that you knew each other, but the person has no feelings or plans to be with you. And then you end up losing the friendship completely. So you need a serious discussion, open, say how you feel and what you want. And if you realize the person is not ready for that, and then you walk away peacefully. But the friendship, you have to keep it. Sometimes you will tell somebody to do certain things and you end up losing the friendship completely, which will affect you the more. So all the best, Grace. Omugisha Patience. Why is that most guys like to request for the nudes? It's the nature of men. It's the nature of men. Men like seeing. And that's why if you have two people who are naked, one is a man and another one is a woman, and both of them, they are outside a building on the road, and then we have two people who are watching them, a man and a woman, the person who will be more excited is a man seeing the other naked woman. But a lady, most ladies don't really get excited with her with her body. I know you like, ladies like six packs and some ladies like muscles, but ladies don't get easily excited with a naked person. But for men, that's why they need to see you. But the other reason why they ask for them is because you're giving them. It's because you're sending. That's why they ask for them. Let me see here. Another question here. Soul. Another question is, Ben, if your girlfriend is talking to the ex regularly and claimed they are friends and meeting them once a while, what should you do as a boyfriend when you cannot stop her? It's a very difficult situation, huh? People talking with their exes, they don't respect you. And even when they have children, I know some people have children from their past relationship, but respect and boundaries are very important. If somebody shows you that they have no respect for you, that means they don't respect the relationship and you don't matter to them. So the one way of stopping them is being firm and tell them how it affects you. And obviously tell them that if you continue with this, I don't think we can stay together. Why would you stay with somebody who is busy meeting with the exes and probably having sex? Why? Why would you tolerate it for a long time? Give them time to understand why they talk, but don't tolerate it for a long time. People who talk to their exes can actually affect you so much. And even if, again, as I said, even if it's about a child or children, there are things called boundaries. You don't go to see the other partner or the other ex-partner and spend some time together there. You don't do that. But stopping it, as you have said, it's very difficult. But don't tolerate it. All the best, soul. Those who are just joining, it's a Sunday weekly question and answer session. So make sure that by the end of the show, please kindly follow the page and you will be able to be seeing more videos. Go ahead and keep on sharing. We just finished 30 minutes. We are going to the second 30 minutes of the show. Let me know if you're watching for the first time on the comments. I would like to read your name. Just type there, first timer. And thank you for finding time to watch this broadcast. Joyce Rua has a question. Is it good to love a man who is 25 years older than your age? The answer to that question, it's yes and no. It's yes and no because who are we to stop you? Who are we to say no? I mean, at the end of the day, people want to be happy. People want to be loved. If you have found somebody who loves you, who cares for you, and respects you, and understands you, go ahead and do it. Huh? We are all going to die at the end of the day. Huh? But it's also no, it's not a good idea if you had plans to stay for a long time with a person. Huh? We are not saying that this person is going to die very soon, but people die because of age. Age is one reason why people finally die. So it might affect you when this person goes earlier than you, and then you have to deal with the other remaining years suffering alone. I'm just saying. If you wanted children, probably this guy has children, or even if you have children with this man, he might struggle to play around and cope up with children. I know some men who have gotten children and they are 55 years old. So you can imagine if you are 55 and you have a son. In my job as a teacher, I teach young kids. They are very energetic and they are very, very active. So that man has to be healthy to catch up with the being active with his children. If he drinks, if he smokes, drinking alcohol and smoking cigarettes, definitely he's not going to live longer. Those people don't survive for too long. Both alcohol and cigarettes, it means this guy will not be there with you for a very long time and will leave you with the burden of surviving life alone. So think about it deeply. But as I said, it's a yes or no. Who are we to tell you not to do it? Go for what makes you happy. I hear people say love affection, but me, I don't understand love affection and meaning. Amina Nabukenya, love affection, love are feelings. But true love is not about feelings. It's just like, when you wake up in the morning and you don't feel like going to work. Eh? Most people have that feeling. If you start work on Monday or on Sunday, or for me, I start working on Tuesdays, I usually don't feel like going to work. But because if I don't go, I will lose my job, I have to go to work. So affections with love, when you begin talking with somebody, you have so much affection. That's why people enjoy the sex, calling each other, texting each other every day, using sweet words because of the emotions, the affection. But after some time, these feelings go down. Those who are married will tell you the sex goes down, and those feelings also kind of disappear. And then you start loving that person, even if you don't feel like. That's the true meaning of love. Decision to make the other person happy, if they're also doing the same. It's a decision that you decide, today I don't feel like having sex, but because this is my man, let me just have sex with him. And that's a decision that you take. But it has to be two-way. You don't decide to make somebody happy who is busy not making you happy. Huh? But the feelings lie and feelings change and disappear. Okay. Let me see here. Somebody called Beatrice. If you talk with your man about an issue, about something, and he says he will do it, so time goes, then you try to remind him about the issue you talked about. Then the following day, he tells you that I have a problem. This does it show that he's serious? The answer to your question, Beatrice, is yes and no. Men take time to decide. And it's a very big problem, even when you tell your man, I want this. I want you to fix this wall. Eh? A man will tell you, I will do it tomorrow, but they will not do it. And the ladies misunderstand that the guy is not serious. But the processing of the men as men, you have to think about the whole process. If I'm going to fix this wall, how much is it going to cost me? Who is the best repair person am I going to get? So he has to keep on thinking about it. And it's okay to remind him, but there are men who are jokers, who are able to do something and they give you fake promise. and then they don't fulfill it. So that's not really cool. If you have promised something and you know that you can't do it as a man, I think it's fair to just tell the lady, give me a few days, please. I understand you want me to do this, but give me at least 2 weeks. If 2 weeks passes and he doesn't do anything about it, then it's just joking. You can remind first time, remind the second time, but if the person is not changing and doing what you requested him to do, then it's just a joker and you are another joker too. Okay. Let's see another question here. How can one deal with a man who is proud? Marion Akatusasira, proud man. Wow. How can you deal with a very proud person? It's very hard to deal with a proud person, especially if they have money and looks and talent. They have an extreme talent. It's a very nice question. Dealing with proud people, keep telling them. Tell them the reality. And I like giving a reality with evidence. An example of a man who is just too proud, the way he treats nobodies. I read a very nice quote that we should begin. You should begin. What was the quote? We should stop judging people basing on what they do, which I think is very powerful. But the nature of our society, people just if you say that I am a security person, I'm a security guy, or I'm a housemaid, somebody has already judged you and feel like, oh, he's not educated, or he doesn't get a lot of money. It's our nature of human beings. But somebody who is too proud, just tell him that I think yesterday the way you treated my mother, the way you treated my sister, you are too proud. Your words and the way you carried yourself, I really don't feel that is cool, and it's affecting me. It's affecting our life or our relationship. I hope that you can change. But if somebody is too proud, you have to think twice and leave them alone. Sometimes they are too proud because they have money. People who have a lot of money can be very arrogant, but when they are broke, they go down. So another solution is you, of course, making your money. If they're too proud and they're affecting you, leave them alone. Don't push yourself into someone's life because you want to be together with him and he's just too proud. Jeanette, is it bad to get married to a guy with children? The answer is absolutely no. Why? We all have children. We all have exes. So people who have children, where will they go? So it's okay. What matters is their personality and how they treat you, and how they treat you with the children that you're going to make. That's the most important thing. If they disrespect you, and if you are going to have children with him and he shows very clear favors to his children, or his child ignores you, ignores your child, then that is not okay. But it's perfectly okay. Why not? Princess, okay. I mean, like, they are too independent in everything, like financially and emotional, and sometimes they don't consult you in some personal decisions. Okay, Princess K. Watch. That is a very difficult one. And I believe that when you're meeting somebody, there's something called compatibility, or being on the same level. It's like, let me use a very bad example as we wind up. A doctor or a professor. You can imagine a professor trying to date somebody who did not even complete high school. What do you think is going to happen? Let me ask you, viewers. A professor is dating a lady who did not even complete high school. The lady is so attractive. The lady is very disciplined. The lady is very faithful, can cook, can clean, can give amazing sex. But what's going to happen after a few days, a few weeks, a few months when they are together? So compatibility is when you meet somebody, you try to gauge, am I in the same level with this guy? Is the gap too big? If he's making more money and if he keeps on ignoring you in making some decisions, especially if you're married, then it's going to be affecting you a lot. People these days are very private with their families. And I know people who are married who cannot tell their partners what's going on in their family. Yeah, they are together, but he cannot tell the lady that this is what's happening in my family, and the lady also can do the same. So we live in a world of secrecy. People want to protect families, protect their people. But if you're in that situation, princess, if you're married, then it's better to discuss and to tell the person, please, when you're making these decisions, do not forget me. I am your wife. But if you're just dating, expect people to make their own plans and shock you at the end of the day. Expect that. Hey, Benjamin, how do you, if a person goes silent with no reason but keep checking your status, then after 1 week back and says hi? Mama Rose, we did this question last Sunday. People who disappear and they are snooping on your WhatsApp status, we know them. I gave my solutions. What I can do is also to disappear. You give them a silent treatment, and men hate that. Any man who is watching, if he also gets silent treatment, you also check his status, he sends you a message, you don't respond, he calls you, you don't pick up, or you pick and don't talk. You pick and don't talk. You just receive and say hello, and then you keep quiet. And then he will talk, and then he realizes that, oh my goodness, am I a fool? Is this lady? And those men will begin abusing you. That's the problem. He will abuse you. He will call you names. But the challenge for a lady is once this guy abuses you, you catch feelings, you get more annoyed, you get more stressed, you get more frustrated, and then you're tempted to respond. If the abuse is going to be too hard on you, Mam Rose, there's a block button. That's why the block button was created. The people who created social media are intelligent. Block the guy, block for 2 weeks, which is very difficult challenge for so many ladies. Blocking a man for 14 days successfully without trying to follow him or to check what he's doing on any social media account. If you can do it, you've made it in life. After 14 days, unblock the guy. And when he comes, and then tell him, when you will go again silent, this is what I'm going to do. I will do this again. And finally, he will realize I'm dealing with somebody who is equal as me. That's one of the easiest way to deal with such a person. But silent treatment is not really cool. If you're married, it's not a nice game. You are making things worse, because now you will be busy with other people, busy flirting with other men or other women. So you're making this problem to become bigger and wider. And by the time you realize it, is you have made so many mistakes. One of the counseling sessions that I attended one day, the guy said that if you are doing this silent treatment and you're married, chances are very high you will go and do so many mistakes. By the time you realize, it will be too late. You have to stay there in the house until one of you swallows their pride or their ego and start talking. One of you must swallow it and talk. And people who are silent, both of them are not happy. Unless the guy was just joking with you and he was just using you for money and for sex, he can enjoy life with other people and then come back and call you, hey, baby, how are you? Act like nothing happened. Tell him I'm not a baby. Go back and continue doing what you're doing with the other people. Okay. All right. Finally, Han Wanjugu, advise those ladies that they go for second wife, please. I don't really understand. You mean What exactly do you mean, Han Wanjugu? Esther Acheno, hi Benjamin, which is the easiest way to reduce weight? Kindly help. Thank you for your question. There are so many people struggling with weight. I am planning to host some people who have successfully lost weight. It's hard for me to, some of them, they are celebrities, but I'm doing my best to contact them. I think their story can be very powerful. In my experience, losing weight is so hard, but one of the ways is just to watch what you're eating. What is it that I'm eating now? Eh? What is it that I'm eating today? Today I posted on my Facebook account, post a picture of food that you're eating so that you can torture people and give others appetite. But food that you consume every day is a very big contributor if you're going to gain so much weight. Every time you're putting this in your mouth, ask yourself, what am I eating? What is it that I'm eating today? And the drinks, if you like drinks with sugar, which I really don't like, I even stopped drinking sugar because of it. I gained weight within in a span of 1 year. I gained 32 kilos. But I know what I was eating. I was eating like 4 sausages in the morning, a lot of chicken, a lot of sugar. I was drinking Coca-Cola soda all the time. Food is very, very crucial in your weight issues. And those people who have successfully tried to lose weight, they will tell you they had to give up and change their diet completely. And obviously, people say go to the gym and exercise, but that one you need an expert. You don't just go to the gym. You need somebody who is working there, an instructor, to keep on advising you what to eat and what kind of exercises you do. You don't just go to the gym alone by yourself and expect to lose weight. It's a process, it takes time, and you can't really lose weight within 6 months successfully unless you are working with a professional. Very, very important. Very important. Okay, all the best, Esther. I have a very serious question which I need advice, but I don't know how to. I can present it here. Purity, send it to my inbox immediately. We have only 12 minutes, and then we can try to help you. Diana, thank you so much for watching for first time. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope you follow this page. Oroko Janet, thank you so much for watching. Salima Sweet, why some men like to beat the woman? It's a very sad situation. They do it because they don't care. Those men don't care. They really don't care. If a man cares how you feel and the pain, example that I use, the way this guy beats the woman, let the woman also beat him. And after beating him, tell him, now let's go and have sex. 97% of 100% of those men, they will not like it. They will not like it. So one of the reasons why they beat, they don't care. They are childish, and they know nothing is going to happen. You're not going to report them. You're not going to do so. Also, you are Salima. If somebody is beating you, you are entertaining it. And one of the reasons why you entertain like our mothers is because you're scared of losing the guy. You're scared of being single or a single mom. So you are tolerating somebody who is beating you and misusing you. And if you are together with him, your children are also learning. If you have boys, you have sons, they are learning that daddy can beat mommy, and this is perfectly okay. And even him, those boys will do the same thing that their father is doing. But it's not a cool thing. It's better to go and punch the wall. Go and punch. Go to the gym and punch the kickboxing bag for 1 hour and sweat until you're so tired. Like, I remember like what my grandmother told me one day when one of my relatives was going through this kind of life. She decided to go and my grandmother went and bought a big tank, a 100-liter tank, and told the guy, I want you to be beating this tank. Every time you're annoyed, beat this tank. And when this tank is totally worn out, after you have really beaten this tank properly, Come back, I will buy for you another tank. It was a very nice, that story sometimes is very interesting, but it's a very sad thing. Any lady who is watching, do not tolerate somebody who slaps you, kicks you. It's not a cool thing. You have to help yourself by saying no, and don't be scared to report them to their family, report them to the authorities. That's why we have the police. You are helping yourself. You are saving your life. You don't want to die through somebody's hands. You rather die another way. Help yourself. Okay, how can I get in love with someone in social media and he doesn't have any profile picture or like you, Selma Nalubega? How about you start by putting your profile picture too? People who don't have profile pictures or any pictures, or if the Facebook account was open just a few months ago, sometimes they're not serious. One of the ways which I encourage people to do video calls. You have to see the person before you keep on chatting for more than 2 weeks. Video call them even for 2 minutes. Oh, is this Benjamin? Really, Benjamin? Okay, can I see you? And then you can continue the conversation. Otherwise, if you don't video call, you will fall in love with somebody who will shock you when you finally meet them. Lea Wandeto, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Thank you so much. Rukia, hi Benjamin. What can one do, mother-in-law who don't want or like you? Reach to the extent that when they agree, they gave you their back, but they will call, talk the son, and even talk with your children. I don't want to do is now like 4 years. I couldn't get your question very well. Some of you type really quickly, huh? Dealing with a mother-in-law is tough, but it's easier if the man becomes stronger than the mother. Unfortunately, we have men who have been raised by a very powerful mother. Very powerful mother. Powerful mothers can affect a man's life completely. And they are there in their society. So what you can do is, I have to understand how was this man raised, the history of how he was raised. But as I've said in my past videos, any man who puts his wife ahead and then the mother comes second, generally he will become happier. I don't know if I'm making sense. Yes, that's your mother. Nothing is going to change. She loves you 150%. But now you're staying with a woman in the house. So you can imagine if you are allowing your mother to stress her, then the lady will be stressed. And you're staying with her in the house. Who wants to stay with a stressed woman? You're fighting. Then she begins not giving you enough sex. And then more problems. So if you are smart enough and you say, hey, Mom, I love you, I respect you, you will always be my mother, but I think I have a woman in my life and I want her to remain happy and also to respect me. I think you're affecting us and you're affecting my relationship. I am now a big man. Let me enjoy my family life. In case of any problem that is beyond me and her, I will always consult you. But remember, as I said, there are mothers who are very powerful. So that son must wake up and realize, I am dealing with a very powerful mother. This mother is stronger than me. And once he realizes that, then he can have the guts to tell the mother that I think you're affecting us. But you as a lady, Rukia, and any lady who is going through these challenges of a mother-in-law, it reaches a point that you have to say the truth politely and tell the mother-in-law that I think you're disrespecting me. Even if you gave me an amazing son, a handsome young man, I think you're disrespecting me. You say it politely, not shouting, face to face, and give evidence. Yesterday, last week, Christmas time, I was here. I heard you guys talking about this, and honestly, it's affecting me. And I think you are disrespecting me, and it's affecting me and your son's relationship. So please, I would like you to consider respecting my feelings together with our relationship with your son. Don't be scared of telling your mother in law like that. Politely and in a very peaceful way. Just inform her there's something that I would like to talk with you privately and tell you something. And maybe that mother will also wake up and realize, hey, my son is no longer my son. He is also having a family. Sometimes the mother in law is not aware that he is doing something bad to affect the two of you. And if it comes to us, then you can also decide not to attend some family functions. Tell your husband, I think I will not be happy to be there. So you can go there, attend the function, you stay in your house, focus in your family life and your marriage. It's perfectly okay. I will not attend, so that they know that they are affecting you. These in-laws, you have to be very strong and powerful, and slowly by slowly. But remember, as I said, if the man cannot stop this, stop his sisters and his mother, it's gonna be hard. It's going to be very difficult. The man is the main guy to stop all this drama. All the best, Rukia. Finally, can you give some tips on how to keep long distance relationship? Nansanga Roda, thank you for your question. In my YouTube channel, there's a video about long distance. Please go ahead and check it out. Just type Benjamin J.R. Bogonko, and I gave my opinions. They are there, so please, I will not like to say them here. I want you to just go type Benjamin J.R. Bogonko and together with the word long distance, and you will see that video, which is just 9 minutes. I hope it will help you. Let me see here, final question. Sarah Kamau, sorry about that, but join my meet and mingle every Saturday and Sunday from 9 p.m. East African time. If you're a single lady, I hope you can find somebody tonight at 9 p.m. East African time. To be married as a second wife, is it advisable? It's very hard to advise. Han Wanjugu. It's very hard. This one, I would like you to talk to a lady who has been married as a second wife to tell you the experiences. But naturally, I know in the world we live in now, it's very hard to show respect to two people on the same level. It takes a genius to do it. It's just the same way, like Han Wanjugu, the example I like using of second or third or fourth wife is when you know your boyfriend has other women. How do you feel? And you're aware that he's sleeping with them. If you have ever dated a man who is a player or a womanizer, you know that he has a woman, you know he has a baby mama. They are busy sleeping, they are busy having sex, they are busy creating children, and you know it. And you're just dating, you're not married. How do you normally feel? That feeling now, transfer it into marriage. With the marriage, it becomes permanent, because now you will know that he is going to sleep somewhere, and now he is doing this, now he's with his other family. So there are many challenges, but who am I to discourage you? Our brothers and sisters who are Muslims are perfectly okay to be married as second and third and fourth wives. Some of them, not all of them. But I'm not discouraging you. What I'm trying to say, it is tough. It is tough for a man to balance these two families. One family is already hell, so the second one is going to bring more hell. And if he adds the third one, then he has to be very rich with a lot of money that I don't know where he's getting from. Nancy Kerubo, hi Benjamin, I was married to this man for 4 years. I gave birth to a boy before married. I was having a girl. This man cheated on me by marrying another woman. So I decided to move out with my kids. When I come Gulf, he went and took my son while staying with that woman. It's 2 years separated. It has reached where he calls me and tells me that he loves me and wants us to come together. I'm confused. Oh my goodness, Nancy Kerubo, that's a very tough one. But if a man has left you and gone to another woman, then he's not serious. He's not, even if you had a child with him, he's not a very serious person. And I know there are so many ladies who are living abroad or Middle East, and that situation has happened to you. Most men get tired. That's what I want to finish with. Men get tired. They get tired with long distance, and they cannot be very patient. Even in my Meet and Mingle show, I keep on asking men, how long can you survive? It's a very straightforward question, and I keep on saying, let the man be honest. I can survive for 1 year, I can survive, but most men cannot. They will cheat, and when they are cheating, they can get a disease or impregnate the other person. So if the man is just telling you, please come because we have a child, there are so many question marks. And I suspect you're sending money to him because he's using a child. So I don't know if he is a responsible guy and he has left the other woman completely and permanently, then it can work. But we have men who just want to be polygamous. They have 2 women or 3 women because he has children with them and he's just playing around with them. He is polygamous, but it's not legal or accepted with his family, or he has not told you that you are a second wife or a third wife. He's just enjoying you and the other one and the other one. So what's the solution? It's you as Nancy to peacefully walk away and leave the guy so that you don't get confused more and more. Leave him with his confusion and confused life. Okay, let me check quickly in my inbox if there are other questions some of you sent here. You are scared of putting them live there on the comments. Let me see if I can see them quickly before I finish. I hope you follow and like the page. Follow the page if you are if you really learned something here today. Brenda Mpenda Amani, what about if you meet a man and told you everything about him and decide to come as a second wife? It's okay. Benjamin cannot stop you from being a second wife. I just said, expect so many things. Expect a lot of drama, a lot of stress. Don't expect the man to come to your home all the time. He is busy with the other family too. Unless you become a very good woman who doesn't stress him, he can spend a longer time with you. But if you also stress him, he will go to the other woman. So he will keep on alternating. Today I am in Brenda's home, and next I am going to the other Brenda. Just enjoying life. Can you imagine that life? I'm just enjoying life. This one is stressing me today. Let me go to the other one. And if both of you stress him, he will get a third one. He will add a third wife or a third woman who is not stressing him. Lily, hey Lily, how can I deal with a co-wife who is abusing me daily and even sending people to abuse me? I feel like messing up with her. Yeah, those are some, sorry about that, Lily Nyar Ochieng. Those are the challenges of being a second wife or a first wife or a man who adds other wives. it's a lot of drama. And my word to you is Lili Nyar is it's difficult. It's hard, but don't involve yourself in arguments with her, because you're both of you are competing. You're competing with a man, and when you're in a competition, you act like the boss. But if he's threatening you, record evidence and report. Record the evidence. But as you can see, it's very difficult. It's the man. So this man has to make you happy and make the other woman happy. I mean, generally speaking, it's a very hard life. It's so hard. I live in Japan. It's illegal to have more than one wife because they understand this is a very stressful life. It's very stressful for a man to balance two families successfully. And that's why it's absolutely illegal. And you can't do it. You have to divorce the other one and then get the other one. But I'm not discouraging you. Lili Nyar, that one is a tough one. I may let it pass, but remain a queen. Don't fight. Don't show her that you can stoop too low. My inbox is not opening. I don't know why. I'm giving up. What's happening with my inbox today? Those of you sent messages in my inbox, I couldn't be able to see them today. And that means we will do it next Sunday. Maggie Macharia, thank you so much. Sauda, thank you. Big up to you. Shida Jackie, why is that bed nowadays being a reminder to pay school fees nowadays? They seem not to care. Unfortunately, that is the situation. Sorry about that. Benjamin, did you come so early so we cannot be here? I don't understand your question there, Brenda. Marion, how do you handle a man who is too serious? When he's asked to be romantic, then they say that's how he is raised. Is not romantic, Marion? Oh, goodness. Okay. It's not romantic. You can teach him slowly by slowly. Yeah. Slowly by slowly. You begin in small doses. Yeah? Small doses. What makes you happy? Even during sex, I think it's a good idea to tell the man. You begin with small doses. Some people are slow learners, so you teach them bits by bits, the things that make you happy. You tell him and you try it out, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. You don't force the guy to try so many things at the same time. Some people, like you say, they is raised like that. There are movies you can watch, and there are books that you can read on how to be romantic. They are available. So hopefully he can learn and change. And you can do it by you also being romantic. If it's too hard, then try another man. Leave him alone. Okay, that marks the end of this session. If I skipped your question, I'm so sorry about it because of time. I need to cut some rest. Manchester United fans, see you later on. Not Manchester United. Should be Man City and Liverpool. Liverpool fans, all the best in the upcoming game. I hope to see you again at 9 p.m. East African time for the Meet and Mingle show. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your morning. If you're just waking up in the US or in Canada, or if you're working, get some rest. If you have been watching me from Africa and Middle East, enjoy your afternoon. And if you're watching me from Asia, have a good evening. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. And thank you for helping me to respond to some of the questions that the viewers were putting there. I hope to see you again next Sunday. Take care and God bless. And I hope you follow the page. Thank you so much for your time. Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy your day and have a beautiful week. See you again. Goodbye.